Here we are. Lowry's just joined as well over on Facebook. All right, Lowry, hope you are well. Lee says, good evening. Sorry about the meet-up on Saturday. Had dad duties with a poorly child. Thought best not to drag him to Manchester. Gutted I missed it. Don't worry, Fletch. That, perfectly legitimate excuse. So for those who are listening, if you listen to the audio experience as well, shout out to you. If you're watching live and you don't know what Fletch is on about there, at the start of every month, if you're an actor on the first Saturday of every month, I run via Act on This, the website that I run, actonthis.tv, a monthly meet-up. It's completely free to come to. I do one in Manchester at Home Theatre in Manchester. Some of the London guys down in London, Mel Radloff, Wendy Walker, they host the London one at BFI Benuga Bar at BFI South Bank. It's basically a networking meeting where you come down and you just have coffee, cake, acting chat. I normally go around like the room. There's generally between 20, 30 people, depending. This time there's only about 15 because people are on holiday. The one just gone on Saturday. But we go around like the table, go around the room. We're like, look, right, what do you want in your acting career or your life right now? Like, I ask this question, what is the one thing? You should always ask this question. Good evening, Sharon. You should always ask yourself this question when you want clarity, right? When you're a bit stuck and you're like, shit, what do I do? Ask yourself this: what is the one thing, that if I achieved it now would make everything else easier or unnecessary? And that doesn't mean I need a lottery win, all right? You can't just say that. There will be one goal that if you hit it now, and it could be a big thing or a little thing, would make everything else easier, either for that day, in that moment, or in the long run. So you can use that question to ask yourself on a daily basis, like, what's the one thing I could do right now that's going to make everything else easier or necessary? And you know what? As a legitimate answer, even things like, taking a 20-minute rest. That would just make everything else easier or unnecessary right now, because I just need 20 minutes to get my head together and have a coffee because, things are not clear right now. Equally, in the grand scheme of things, it could be, earn an extra £5,000 a year because it's going to get me out of my shitty 9 till 5 job. So it give me more time to free up my, time for my acting career. And then you can break that down and go, right, that's the one thing I should be working towards right now. Corey, good evening. Thank you for sharing this on Twitter as well. So that question is what I ask everybody at the Acts on This meetup. And then we go around the table, basically like figuring out how we as a group, as a community, as a family can help each other achieve that, so they're really, really cool. So you missed out a little bit there, Fletch, by not coming on Saturday, but there will be another one in August, don't worry. Bobby, good evening. Jason Broderick, my main man, my main Irish gangster in the house. Here he is. What's he saying? I'm in an Uber. He's in an Uber catching up with Sir Grant. Amazing. Look at that. People can watch from everywhere. Bang on time, Ine says, hello all you lovely people. Thought for the day: spend time with 2-year-old children. Their energy, enthusiasm is amazing. You know what? Watching kids sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But I don't mean anything weird by that. But yeah, watching children. As an actor, when you're a kid, you've got such incredible imagination. You don't give a shit what other people think about you. And I watch my niece and my nephew playing in their imagination, and they're they're in the garden, but to them they're in some kind of crazy ass forest, or they're in a spaceship or whatever, and they don't care about anyone watching them or what they're doing. And yet you fast forward 20 years and put that same person in an audition and ask them to improvise a scene where they're in a spaceship. They shit their pants, and it's all because of what we looked at on the book club last week as well. They are giving too many Fs about things that are un-F worthy. I won't swear as much tonight, but go and watch the replay of that book club, by the way. We're going to be looking at it again in a couple of weeks. But yeah, I do a book club every other week. The book we're looking at the moment is called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. Fantastic book. So tonight, let's get back onto tonight, right? Tonight is basically the one session we do a month that's a completely open house Q&A. If you've got anything you want to ask on your acting career, voiceover career, online, like social media marketing, brand building, maybe you want to create an online business to subsidize your acting career, get you out of that job you hate, something technical, recording a voice reel, I don't know, anything. I'm just throwing the floor open to everybody. You can ask away, ask anything you want. A couple of things that I want to cover, as always. Got a little sheet of paper here with a couple of things that I want to cover. But this is all about you. So please, by all means, ask away. If you're watching on Facebook, I can read the questions back because they stay there. If you're on Periscope or you're on Twitter, apologies if I miss your question. Just keep asking it till I see it. But the comments fade away a little bit on Periscope. So I'll just go through these comments, and then we'll start on the first thing that I wanted to talk about. Sharon wants a London meetup. Yeah, you should definitely go to the London meetup, Sharon. That's, again, BFI South Bank, first Saturday of every month. And Lee Fletcher wants a shout out. I finally got on with it today and contacted Chris Stone. So Chris Stone is in my opinion, the most talented showreel producer in the country for actors. If you want a showreel shot from scratch that doesn't look like a showreel shot from scratch, go and see Chris Stone. That's the problem with showreel shot from scratch, right? Any casting director, just any decent casting director, can look at material and go, that's shot from scratch. And generally, it's because the production quality is shit, or it's just not what it should be. And generally, it's the audio that lets it down as well, and the way that it's edited. Chris is an incredible filmmaker, makes a lot of short films as well, and shoots his showreels as he shoots his short films, like he cares about them. That's the big difference. You'll pay a little bit more money for them, but the guy has incredible equipment and an incredible eye for making the best looking stuff that, in my opinion, that I see, around the showreel shot from scratch kind of industry. I had him on my vlog this week, Lee. I think you've just watched it as well, actually. But he said, so Lee's contacted Chris Stone and booked and paid for 2 scenes for his showreel, but he needs an actress and 1 actor, not his character type. So Lee looks like George Michael. That's his character type. So he's looking for someone to film on the 13th of August with him. So if you're an actor or you listen on the audio experience as well, this is going to go out on the 10th of July on the audio experience. You've got until the next week or so, I imagine, for Lee to find a couple of actors to help him on the scene. 1 actor, 1 actress. Get in touch with Lee Fletcher. Go to the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/ActOnThisTV. Join the group if you're not a member of it yet. There's 9,000 of us in there. And search for Lee Fletcher. You'll be able to search via member. And Lee, post a post in the Facebook group as well, and then you can send Lee your CV, your showreel, etc. Because Lee, be very careful here, right? Particularly if you're paying for all of the scene, okay? You're not looking for someone to go halves with you on it. You've got to look at this now as a casting director. Look at it for who you want to be in your scene, because you can be great in your scene, and if you don't cast somebody who is equally as great or better, then they can make you look bad. I'm not sounding horrible by that, but a lot of people I've seen get their mates in to do a showreel scene with them, and they just pull someone off the street and go, I've got to get a showreel scene. I'm feeling a bit nervous anyway, so it'll be better to just get someone in that I know, and then they're not either an actor or they're not that good, they're not as much experience yet, and then you're fine, you'll do a good performance, but if they don't, then equally, you're only as strong as the weakest performer in that scene. So you've got to play casting director now. It should be weird for you, because normally you'll be, wanting to get in front of casting directors. You've got to be the casting director for this now, and everyone who's getting a showreel shot, even if you're getting someone else to pay halves for it, really choose wisely for who you get in your scene. Don't choose someone who looks like you, who could be in the same casting bracket as you. You don't want to ultimately outdo yourself in terms of, actually end up promoting someone else who's better than you. It's a fine line. You've got to get the right person. But yeah, get in touch with Lee Fletcher in the Facebook group if you're looking to do a showreel scene. And Jason says, great action taking. Do you have the scenes already chosen? Do you have a particular type you are looking for? Jason Broderick's a great actor. Lee, definitely get in touch with Jace. You boys could definitely do something pretty great. Jason's in the tour of Wicked at the moment. I still haven't been to see that, Jason. Have you been to Manchester yet? If not, I'll definitely come and see you in that, mate. Gary's enjoying Instagram TV. I talked about that on my vlog last week. Steve Gidwayne is here as well. Lindsay Stanger says she's happy to help Lee. Give her a shout. Lindsay's good. Lindsay's great. Oh, what's good? What's good about Lindsay? She's great. Sharon, need a Leeds meet-up. Sharon, you fly the flag for us in Leeds if you want. Wendy Walker's here. So many people are joining. This is brilliant. So yeah, let's. What should I do after the college course? Says Lucy. Lucy, I've been missing some of your questions here. This is something on Twitter. Write that question again fully. Tell me what college course you're doing, and then let me know what you're talking about. You're talking about an acting college course. Do you want to talk about that? Because we can talk about that tonight for a little bit in terms of training and stuff. And Steve's here if you need a Manx Scally, Lee. Honest to God, without giving Steve Gidwayne an ego. Definitely the best Manx Scally that I know. As an actor, very, very good. If you want a Manx Scally, I couldn't think of a better person than you, Steve, to be honest. Great ability, total freaking Scally. Love it. Lucy's here. All right, Lucy. How you doing? So yeah, the other Lucy was asking that question a minute ago. Ask that again. In the meantime, one thing I really want to talk to you about, this is really important, right? Thursday night this week, I'm going to be doing a live broadcast on actonthis.tv with one of the biggest casting directors in the country, and I want everyone who's on this call right now to come and join me on that. Let me show you, who it is, and let me show you how you actually get on that call. I'm going to share my my web browser with you guys now, take you over to the actsonthis.tv website. And just show you how you come and get involved with this. So I think there's a lot of stuff on this site that people aren't even aware of, right? And I need to do a better job of talking about this. But actsonthis.tv currently holds nearly, 400 hours worth of interviews, podcasts, online broadcast replays, where I've basically sat down with some of the biggest casting directors, actors, writers, producers, directors in the TV industry, and asked them basically what people need to do in order to get seen by them, to get auditions from them, to work on big projects, ultimately how you can have way more success than you're having right now, way faster. So you can hear it from the horse's mouth, effectively, right? Not that people are horses who come on here. And there's just so much stuff on the website. If you go to actsonthis.tv and just pull the menu out in the top left by clicking those three little lines in the top there, you'll pull out a menu and it says watch, things to watch, it says listen, things to listen, and then read, things to read, right? Most of the interviews are obviously going to be watchable or listenable, right? So they're either in the form of TV episodes like these. So here's an example of one of these. My mate Rob James Collier, you'll see him in the new Downton Abbey movie. He played Thomas in like 6 series of Downton Abbey. And these are sit-down interviews that I do from Media City here in Manchester. I'll just show you a little bit of that. You won't be able to hear the audio on this, apologies for that. But this is me interviewing Rob, ultimately, about his journey. An actor who didn't go to drama school, wasn't interested in going to drama school, started off doing a degree in business, got a master's degree in business, and then ended up going, right, I want to be an actor. Not a traditional route at all. I basically asked him, and we talked about how he did it, exactly how he did it, what he did, how he got an agent when he was first starting out, the things he did differently to get noticed. So much stuff you can learn from a guy who has literally now earned millions of pounds from the acting industry. I mean, like, you just sit and watch this stuff. You can listen to the audio if you want. You don't even have to watch the thing. You can listen to just the audio of it if you like. That's some of the video interviews. You've got podcasts on here with the biggest casting directors going. So we've got people like all the soap people like Peter Hunt from Hollyoaks. We've got Andy Pryor cast Doctor Who, Kelly Valentine Henry and Victor Jenkins, they cast things like Broadchurch, Kate Rose James who cast Line of Duty, Daniel Edwards is around here, he cast Mr. Selfridge, Line of Duty, Ripper Street, Jill Trevelyan cast Downton Abbey. Ultimately the biggest shows on the planet. If you want to know how to get seen by these people, you just listen to these podcasts, and I ask them questions that are super in depth, like down to the details of, if I was writing you an email, what would you have to see in the subject line to open the email without ignoring it? 90% of like the content on Acts on this is free, but to get access to these type of features, you just need a premium membership, right? And it's £10 a month. It's freaking nothing at all. 3 Starbucks ultimately will get you access to over about an extra 150 hours of content on top of the normal content on the site if you go premium. And this Thursday night, if you're a premium member, you're going to get access to this feature, right? And this is something that I'm doing this Thursday night at 7 p.m, a live broadcast, like video Q&A with Victor Jenkins. He's the casting director who cast Humans. It was just been on Channel 4, finished last week, the finale. He cast Broadchurch. He cast Unforgotten. You might be seeing the adverts for Unforgotten at the moment. Like, massive, massive stuff. He's just done something called The Rook, a US drama with Adrian Lester in it. This guy casts stuff at the top of the industry. We're going to be live, like I am now, for an hour, perhaps an hour and a half on Thursday night, not giving a presentation, not talking about anything like in general, but asking for your actual personal acting career questions. So you're like, Victor, this is where I'm at in my acting career right now. This is what I'm struggling with. How do I break through this blockage, right? And you're going to get, from the comfort of your own home, knowledge from him that you wouldn't, ultimately money can't buy, basically, but in this instance it's £10 a month, right? And the money from the memberships actually goes to charity as well, so it's not like a business that I run for profit. Victor will get a charity donation by doing this broadcast with me, but ultimately, yeah, if you go to actsonthis.tv right now, and then on the homepage, you'll see the homepage here, under the most popular today section, you're going to see this Humans poster. Click on that, go through it, I'll tell you about it. If you've got a free membership to Acts on This already, just upgrade it from the members area once you've logged in to the site to get a premium account. Or if you've not got any account at all, just click this banner here. It says click here to go premium and join us live. Click on that. It's going to just take you over to the sign-up page where you choose whether you want to pay monthly for 10 quid a month or 90 quid for the year. Once you've paid your membership, you get access to everything, and there's no lock-in. So if you want to just sign up for a month, I don't give a shit. You want to cancel it after a month? You want to try and take in 400 hours worth of content in 1 month and cancel? Good luck with that. You can do that. I'm not locking anybody in to any contracts. You know, I'm an actor. I know what it was like when I used to be an actor with no money. I don't want to try and, I'm not exploiting people. I'm genuinely freaking trying to help you. So you can go to the site, get your premium membership, and then all you would do on Thursday night at 7 o'clock is open the menu up, and you'll see a section here that says premium events. You will click on that, and I'm not logged in at the moment, so it won't let me access it. But once you've got a premium membership, it will take you to the premium events page. You'll see a video, click on it, you'll have a chat box underneath, and you'll be able to watch and communicate with me and Victor and ask your acting career questions. So that's the first thing kind of want to talk about tonight. If anyone's got any questions on that, on becoming a premium member, on like other stuff that's on the site, let me know, because I think there's so much on the site. It's very easy now for people to to forget what's actually there. I mean, I've run the site. I've put all this content on there for 7 years, and there's stuff on there I've gone, wow, I forgot I did that interview with that person. So you really need to have a good explore around the site. But every casting director in the UK TV industry has been interviewed, bar, at the moment, I think Robert Stern and Nina Gold are the only two, and I'm working on that. I will get those two on for an interview at some stage. So that's atsonthis.tv. Go over to the site, get your premium membership, and join me on Thursday night. I want to see you there. Ultimately, if you're like moaning about not having, what you want in your career right now, and you're not prepared to invest 10 quid and an hour and a half on a Thursday night to actually speak to one of the most influential casting directors in the industry, I think you have a little word with yourself. That's probably why you're not having the success that you actually want right now. Let's have a look at the comments on here. Lindsay says, caught up on the Peter Hunt broadcast today. Yeah, Peter Hunt, I had him on a broadcast. He's the casting director for Hollyoaks. If you want to be in Hollyoaks, go and freaking watch that. He'll tell you, what you need to do to catch his attention and to get, noticed, to get potentially an audition with him, when parts in Hollyoaks come up. I've been thinking about putting on my own show, Lindsay says to Sharon. I think it's something about I'm going to start looking at. Putting on your own work's a great idea, Lindsay, 100%. Karen Allen's in the house. All right, Callan. Bobby's here as well. He said, I lost 5 minutes trying to find chocolate in my house. That's all right, Bobby. We'll let you off. So that's the first thing I want to look at. Let's take someone else's question now, and there's a few other things that I want to look at on here that I've got on my little list. But let's take some questions from you. What do you want to ask a question about? Acting career, voiceover career, online business, social media marketing, branding, anything to do with the website, podcasting, putting your own content out there to become visible. In this week's vlog, I interviewed Chris Stone. We talked about him before. One of the things he said he's seeing actors doing who are winning, which isn't that many actors, because not that many actors win. Is there's like a lot of actors just basically wait for shit to happen to them. They don't actually go out there and get it. He said one of the things he's seen actors do is ultimately the first thing is become visible. Like be creating, like you said there, Lindsay, your own content, putting stuff out. What are you doing at the moment to be visible? Like, you're putting on a show. I know there's a few actors. My cameraman Petch is putting on a play at the Greater Manchester Fringe. You're putting yourself out there. How are you getting noticed? Lucy says, I love episode 37 of Watch Ross. That was the one that came out today. Thank you, Lucy. Appreciate you watching. Jay says, Ross, you're a legend. I'm not entirely sure you don't have an army of Ross clones. You get so much shit done. I just don't have a life, Jace. For me, it's like the reason, I do these broadcasts, I run the website, I do all the interviews, I do a vlog, I do a podcast. It's ultimately to stay relevant, Jace. In this day and age, like, if you are not seen, this is just the brutality of the society we live in right now, you become very quickly forgotten, thus irrelevant. That's a problem when you're in the entertainment game or you're in the media and you want to be more in the media. You've got to constantly be working to just put yourself out there. Otherwise, there are people who are just going to work harder than you. They might not be as talented as you. We know this. But they will work harder than you. And then what happens is you end up sitting at home doing nothing. And then you see someone on the TV who you think is shit. And you're like, oh my God, they must know someone in the industry. I can't believe they've got that part. I could have done that. Actually, 9 times out of 10, there will be the one time they know someone and they've got a break, But 9 times out of 10, they've worked harder than you. That's the problem, right? And then what you'll do is you'll get bitter, not better. That's something I said in the vlog today. Don't get bitter, just get freaking better. Start taking more risks. Stop giving a fuck about what people think of you online. It's really, really important that you stop caring about other people's opinions, as long as you know that what you're doing is putting out content that is from the heart, that is pure, that is meant for good. You know, don't like, you've got to care about other people's opinions if you're putting, you know, shit out there, you try to con people. I'm talking about as long as you're like, I'm going to put this play on, I'm going to make this short film. And I know not everyone's going to like it, but you know what? For the people who don't like it, I'd love to either try and convince them to like it, or then if they still don't like it, it's fine. It doesn't take away from my worth. I am good enough, you know, and there will be people who love what I do, and that is enough. You can never please everybody, but you've got to absolutely try and please somebody. And the only way you're going to do that, and to please yourself, is by putting stuff out there. So interested to know what people are doing. So Lindsay asked previously about what else you can do to help get auditions. Scroll back up to see it. Okay, let me have a look at this, Lindsay. What were you saying? Come on, Lindsay. Oh, here you go. Ross, I want to ask, what more can I do to help myself? Just sent out over 100 emails. Been to workshops, classes, etc. Also had new headshots. I haven't been getting any auditions. I have 10 weeks off work now. So just want to do as much as I can. Any advice anyone can give would be great. Wow, okay, right. So it sounds like this is really interesting. Let's talk about this. It sounds like, okay, you are taking lots of action, right? And that's like the action is the thing that gets you results ultimately. If there's 100 ways to do one thing, Lindsay, and you do all 100, you are going to get what you want. If there are 100 ways to do one, you know, to achieve something, and you do 10 of them, you've got 10% chance, right? So you're doing a lot of stuff. However, right, there's a big difference between action and specific action. And what it sounds like, if you are writing 100 emails, that I don't know if your action is specific enough. And that might just come down to the fact that you don't know exactly what it is you want. So you're actually like carpet bombing everything. So what I would do in that situation is go, what actually, like really, as in super specifically, do I want? And I don't mean I want more auditions. That's not specific enough. I want to earn more money. That's bullshit. Here's £10. You've done it. No, that isn't specific enough. It's like, actually, what do you want? And if you've had, let me know if you've had any TV credits at the moment. What actually do you want, Lindsay? Let's work this through with you, and this is going to help everybody else get like specific on what they want as well. Let me know in the comments actually what you want, and in terms of like specifically right now. And not the end game, but like the thing that if you had now would make everything else easier or unnecessary. Is that one line on a TV show? Is that something very specific as that, and we can name the TV show? It's going to make shit a lot easier if you can get as specific as that. Or if you've had one line, you've had a guest role, it's like, now I want to move up and actually have like a bigger role. I want to have a supporting role in whatever. Let's get like super freaking specific, because we can double down, triple down, quadruple down on getting that, as opposed to spending all that time. It took you an age to send 100 emails. And if you send 100, I don't think it's possible for a human being to send 100 in a short amount of time where they're all tailored to the person you're sending it to. There's a lot of that I imagine is probably going to be copy and pasted, which might not resonate. And you might not have also given yourself a chance to see what was working and then tailor it. So if you sent 3 out and got no reply within 3 days, you go, okay, I'm going to change this up, and the next 3 I send are going to be different. And then when one starts actually getting replies, that's the one you go, right, this one is now going to go out to 20 people, because I know it's actually, you know, getting a bit more of a response. I had my first TV credit last year and nothing since. I just want to build on that. How big was your TV credit, Lindsay? Let me know how big that is. And then we can work up from that. Steve says 2 lines in Doctors. So is that what you want, Steve? Is that what you want? Let me know, because then that's so doable, so freaking doable. Lindsay said it did take me a long time. Tailored most of the emails. I'm not surprised that it's a long time. So and Sharon's going, right, one line on one specific one line on a TV show, Doctor Who, Game of Thrones, or Call the Midwife, ideally. Right, so without any lines on TV, you're probably not going to be asked in for Doctor Who, Game of Thrones, Call the Midwife. It's not impossible, because I know someone actually just last year was asking for Game of Thrones with no credits for TV. But if you're looking, everybody, this applies to everybody. What I've done in my career, and what I would suggest other people do, because it's like the more accessible fruit in the industry, would be to start off in the serial dramas, in the soaps. So everything from Hollyoaks, Emmerdale, EastEnders, Coronation Street, Casualty, Holby. And Lindsay did that. She said it was 3 episodes on Emmerdale. Boom. Okay, fantastic. So 3 episodes on Emmerdale last year means you're not going to get any more Emmerdale this year. So that's totally fine. What I would do is to build up, up from that. What have you done with the footage that you've got from that? Have you got decent, the footage, and you've cut that in with other decent stuff from your reel, if you've got any other stuff from your reel? And then who have you actually approached with that, and in what way? So I would write really specifically to other people, either in soap or wherever you're based. Are you based in Man? I'm so sorry, Lindsay. I think you are based in up north, aren't you? You must be if you were Emmerdale, I'm guessing. So what I would do now is go, right, what is it that I actually want now? So the next thing up from 3 eps of Emmerdale would probably be a guest lead in Doctors or Casualty or Holby. Right, to jump from 3 eps in Emmerdale to a starring role in Game of Thrones, that's going to be freaking difficult, right? Because everybody wants to do that. So we go, what's the next thing that's like, the next step up on the ladder from this? Or it could easily be, a small part in a one-off drama or like a 3-parter or something. Again, that's northern. You could definitely go from 3 eps in Emmerdale to that. And then I would get my reel together and I would write really explicitly my situation in an email. So if it was to say, I don't know, Roland Beckley, Casualty, BBC casting department, something like that. Hey, Roland, my name's Lindsay. I'm a northern actress, struggling to get seen down south, but I've just done 3 episodes of Emmerdale. I'm attaching a link to those scenes in this email. Right now, I'm looking for, my next TV credit, and would love, I feel, you fit the remit for something like, I don't know whether you have authority roles normally, like maybe you want to, you could play like a professional lawyer type person or like doctor type person or just whatever. And try and, help them out a little bit about what your casting type is. Looking for my next credit, something equally, or slightly larger than what I've done. Ultimately, like, can you help me out? Like, as opposed to writing something clinical that's like, dear sir, madam, or dear Roland, please find my CV and spotlight link for your perusal. I'm a northern actress from wherever. I ask very specifically for what I want. Like to the specifics of going, 15 lines or more or something like that, as in like, you'll take anything. I mean, ultimately after your next credit, but like get really specific about what you actually do want. And I would target Doctors, Casualty and Holby. And then from there, once you've got that, particularly if you've done a guest lead in Doctors, where like the episode revolves around you, which would be the next kind of level up from 3 eps of Emmerdale, then you really are onto the next rung, and then you go, right, what now? Who do I specifically contact? And it just goes on and on and on and on from there. And as Jason says there, the next specific thing you want to achieve, that's obviously what you've got to look at. I specifically want to be Aaron's new love interest in Emmerdale, says Lee. I've had Danny Miller on the vlog twice, Lee. I might be working with him again soon on something very different. So, yeah, that's interesting. Let's have a look, see what... There's a lot of chat going on in here. A couple of lines in Doctor or Casualty for Myra. So it sounds like people know what they want, right? But I want to know how specific... I want to know if you're going out and actually asking for that shit. Because no one does, really. I say life will pay any price you ask of it, what you're asking for. Well, most people don't actually ask for anything. They sit at home and expect it to come to them. So Lindsay says she's put the footage on a spotlight, but doing to cut it together. And you're based in Huddersfield. Perfect. Right, okay, so I would also be on to Katie and Jenny at Coronation Street. You've already been approved by ITV because you've done 3 eps of Emmerdale. There's nothing, you're like ready to go for Corrie, like boom, like that. Here are my 3 scenes, cut very nicely together, very to the point. This is kind of stuff that I can do. I'm looking for, my next credit, something along the level that I've already done, or maybe a step up. Can you help me out? I mean, literally, you can freaking write those words, would be so appreciative if you could help me out. let me know what's going on. Ultimately, is there anything coming up maybe that I could be seen for? So yeah. Oh, what's happened here now? I can see on Periscope here. Has the broadcast ended on Twitter here? Or have I changed? I think it might have done. Oh no, it hasn't. I just saw it all change on my phone there. I thought the broadcast had stopped going out on Twitter or something. I think it has stopped for a second, and it'll do this on Facebook. Don't worry, it'll come back. Whatever happened there, apologies about that, but it will come back. I hope. Let me refresh this because it stopped on my end. Fingers crossed. We're going to be back. I think we are. I'm back on Facebook. Yes. Mine cut out. He's sweet now, says Steve. Yeah, apologies about that. Mine just cut out there as well. That's Restream servers there or something. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I would definitely get some very specific emails out to the other Northern soaps, so Hollyoaks and Corrie as well, and definitely get in touch with the casting directors in the department at Doctors, Holby and Casualty. That's definitely what you should do. Did write those casting directors and did ask, like you said, sent those last week. Okay, so you only sent it last week, so awesome. Well, also, the other thing you can do for yourself, Lindsay, is actually chill and be kind to yourself. And also appreciate that it's July, okay? Doesn't mean casting stops in July because the serial dramas, the soaps, go on and on and on and on and on. But it does mean that activity might calm down a little bit while people chill out. It's the World Cup and, people go on holiday. But you're doing everything right by the sound of things. But everybody, yeah, let's get super specific for what you want to do and then get in touch with the people who can do it. So right now, I'll share a little bit about what I've been doing this week. So I really, 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 alongside my acting, I want to do a lot more presenting. I just freaking love presenting. That's why I do the vlog every week. I just absolutely love it. And this week I was like, right, okay, I've started to do I recorded a teaser video with the BBC down in London a few weeks ago about presenting a documentary for them. But I was like, well, also, there's other people, just, don't have to be just the BBC. There's other people out there. So I started researching this week who would be in charge of recruiting presenters in-house for Channel 4. And obviously, I'm like, I have no freaking idea. So I start Googling it, and a couple of names come up, and then these are from articles in 2013 and stuff. But then I'm like, well, these people might still work for the BBC, etc. And I just start Googling them and looking them up on LinkedIn. And then eventually, after a day, about 8 hours of this, because it is monotonous, but this is just what you've got to do when you're researching who in which corporation can help you out. I'd got a list together of people on LinkedIn, and I started messaging them to ask them to link in with me, but not just sending them a LinkedIn link in with me kind of request. Now, when you're linking in with people on LinkedIn, and I would recommend you use LinkedIn for networking in the acting industry, you've got two options. You can just send them a LinkedIn request, and they just get a generic email that says, hey, Dave, Ross wants to link in with you. And you're just like, fuck off, I've no idea who you are. I get it all the time. And also it just says, as their title, actor at actor, or some bullshit like that. And I'm like, oh God, another one who's couldn't even be asked creating a proper LinkedIn profile, telling me actually what you are. And actually having a history of your employment and a picture of you that's real and all this sort of stuff. And no one's going to reply to that. No one's going to click on that. They're going to delete it. And I know that because I do it, right? I end up with 65 unread requests, and it annoys me because I have to go through and just delete them all. I don't know any of you people. So one way to get around that is it lets you add a message when you actually link in with someone, and then it sends them a lovely email that's personalised. It says, Ross is, hey Dave, Ross would like to link in with you. Here's his message. And I'm like, Dave, listen, so sorry to kind of contact you out of the blue. My name's Ross. I'm an actor from Manchester. I really want to get into presenting. I've looked up and I've realised you are this person, blah, 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 blah. I've done all this research. Would you be so kind to link in with me so that I can send you an email with some, and ask some questions in more depth? And already today, two people head executives at Channel 4 have gone, yeah, totally cool, Ross. What do you need to know? Wouldn't happen, I don't think, had are not been looking specifically for what I wanted, and knowing I want to work as a presenter on these kinds of documentaries for these channels, and then reaching out and going, right, these are the people who can help me achieve that. If I just want to do more presenting, well, good luck with that. Where the hell do you start? So you got to get super, super specific. And Gary says, agree. Personal message on LinkedIn always better. 100%, definitely. Oh, yeah, definitely. So Steve said, can see you as a presenter more documentaries, though, than the news side. Yeah, definitely. Want to do docs, Steve. Want to do thought-provoking documentaries. Definitely. Aren't doctors casting notes as freelance, says Steve? Occasionally, yeah. So you've got the in-house BBC casting department, people like Roland Beckley. John Cannon, I think, might still be there. But yeah, they do bring in some freelance people from outside. Recently, that has been Gemma Hancock from Hancock Stevenson Casting. She's absolutely lovely. Give me a part in Doctors and a part in Casualty recently. Gemma, owe you big time. I won it though. I didn't just get given it. I did actually go and audition for it. But yeah, so yeah, it does change up a little bit. Steve Connolly, it does change at Doctors. So you've got to be again on the ball with this stuff and know who's where. And if you don't know who's where, don't be afraid to ask other actors who's where. People should share that information for you, with you. If they're winners, they will. If they're fucking losers, they won't, and they'll try and hide it to themselves, and they'll tell you that there's a different casting director there at the moment, and you're right to the wrong one. Losing DNA, those type of people will never win in this industry, or they will not win for long. So I will tell you, if you get in touch with me, if you want to know, if I know, that is, or you just email the BBC casting department in general. And if you want to get in touch with anybody generally who works for the BBC, their email address is firstname.secondname@bbc.co.uk. And it's the same at ITV as well. Firstname.secondname@itv.com. So it means you can always have a guess at it if you want. I do that a lot of the time, just like in the hope that this reaches the person. I'm just going to guess at their email address. But you've got to reach out to people. No one's going to give you anything for nothing. You've got to ask for it. But a lot of the time, ask and you shall receive. So Lindsay, there you go. Well, I hope that helps kind of everybody. Just get a little bit more specific. To win, the first stepping stone you need, the first thing you need in life to win at anything, and this is nothing to do with the acting industry, this is anything in life, your health, your physicality, your relationships, like your business, anything, you need clarity. Clarity is literally the first building block of anything, and if you don't have clarity, you're screwed really, because you don't know exactly what it is you want. And it's the same as making those New Year's resolutions. I want to lose weight this year. Well, that's fucking bullshit, because well, what are you going to do? Go and have a poo that you just lost 2 pounds, done. No, sorry for being crude. You need to know specifically, I would like to lose, a stone by the 1st of March 2019, if you were setting it this year, etc. And then you break that 3-month goal down into 1-month goal, so you divide a stone by 3, then you know what you need to have lost by the end of January, February, and March. Look at everything in your life like that. Break a big goal down into mini goals, and it's so much easier to achieve. Whereas if you just go in with a general, I want to have more of this, then you're going to waste 2 or 3 years getting it all wrong, or just never achieve it. So yeah, hope that's helped. That was the first thing I wanted to talk about. Well, first question I wanted to talk about from the people watching. I want to. Oh, do you know what I want to what? I want to just give you a little bit of insight into just something before. There's been a few people getting in touch with me, and they don't know how to edit video, or they don't know how to create graphics. And I want to create like a banner for my Facebook page, or I want to create a banner for my Twitter page. Like the banners at the top of social media profiles that you can like add your contact details to, or maybe your clips from your showreel, and people are like, I don't know how to do this. I want to just show you a website. I'm pretty sure I've probably shown you before, but a friend of mine just started using this again very recently and has been really impressed. So let me just come back onto my web browser. Has anyone ever heard of Fiverr? You've got to be a bit careful with it because you can get some dodgy work on there, but I don't mean anything dodgy, I just mean like people who aren't great. But Fiverr is basically a marketplace where you can go and hire people to do anything you want from like so little amounts of money, like from £3.95. My mate's had a Shopify store like completely designed for him and launched for $120. It's really, really good. So if you're on here, you just go to this search bar. I mean, type in anything you want, like Facebook design, I don't know. And then we just go, right, let's see what we can actually get on here. Facebook design. So I can see here, I will design awesome professional Facebook ads for you. And you'll see people have a rating underneath them out of 5 stars. So he's got 4.8. I mean, Facebook ads is a skill, so he's charging 80 quid for that. But if you have a look at other stuff, I will create a Facebook page cover for you, £3.95. And he's got 5 star with reviews. You can see, what other people have actually said about these people. Epic Facebook cover. I will design an epic Facebook cover for you. 230 people have used this person to design an epic Facebook cover. 5 stars. It costs £3.95. Let me just click off that. 2 days delivery. They'll do it in 2 days. They'll let you use it for commercial use. They'll give you the source file. And they'll do unlimited revisions for you if you don't like it. That's for $11.85. They'll do unlimited revisions for you. If you just want the basic, it's £3.95. And it looks like it's still unlimited revisions for £3.95. So, 5 stars, 727 reviews. Looks super legit. Average response time, 2 hours. Member since December 2017. And his most recent delivery was 14 minutes ago. So if you're struggling, you're like, you know what, I don't want to learn graphic design, or you want to get, let's have a look at video editing. Don't want to put video editors out of a job in the UK here, but if I just go video editing, if you were absolutely skint and on your arse, and you had a show reel that had 4 scenes in it, and say 2 of them were shit, and you wanted to get rid of 2 of them to make your show reel better, which is what happened to an actor last week, and now he's cut 2 scenes out of it. His show reel's great. And you were like, I can't afford to pay anybody anything really for that. If you go on here, have a look. I will do professional video editing services within 24 hours. £7.90. 5 stars, 141 reviews. Right? Basic here, £7.90. Contact me first to discuss more about your projects, and I'll send you a custom quote if it's anything like too complex. But ultimately, if you just wanted 2 scenes cutting out, which is literally like a 2-minute job for a video editor, but you don't know how to do that, or you don't have the software to do that, get yourself on Fiverr.com, and it's spelt with 2 R's, Fiverr.com. You can get it done for £7.90. You can have a show reel cut for 8 quid. Now, it doesn't mean that doesn't replace like an actual proper show reel cut in terms of if you want a show reel creating from scratch with your own footage. It just means if you're like, you know what, I want to get rid of this scene, I want to get rid of this scene. It's a very easy edit. You can have it done within 2 days. I'm just like sick of hearing people procrastinating and going, oh, I can't, I've got to wait for this and wait for that. No, you don't. There's always a way. If you are committed, there is always a way. If you really want it, you will find a way. If you don't really want it, you're going to find an excuse. So Fiverr.com, something that I wanted to share with you tonight. If you never heard of that. You can also hire yourself out for anything you're good at as well. Yeah, you can, Wendy. You can put yourself on Fiverr.com if you're an actor and you've got a skill on the side, you want to earn money that isn't working in a bar or doing something shit that you don't like. Get yourself on Fiverr.com and say, right, I will do you. Maybe you want to start out in voiceover and you think you're pretty good at voiceover, but no one's giving you any work. Get on Fiverr.com and say, I will do your voiceover, 50 words or less for £9.95 or whatever. And then for every 50 words more, it's another £5 or something. And then you get jobs that come in at 40 quid. And you go, right, there you go, boom, done. That's if you've got, a basic setup like this. I could do that on a microphone like this, even in a room like this with some decent editing software to take out the echo and the ambience in this room. There's just so many ways to like create opportunities for yourself online that people aren't bothering with. Steve's a stripper on the side. Don't believe that for a second, Steve. You know what, Steve? You said one comment before that was sensible. Now he's gone back to Steve mode. And Lee says, that's awesome. I'm going to look at that for our business. Bobby's joined but hasn't done much within it yet. Sharon uses Canva to create Facebook banner. Yeah, Canva's something I've got a thingy tutorial on actsonthis.tv. If you go to if you go to actsonthis.tv, I'll show you where that is for those who want to do it myself. Jack's the actor is saying about cutting 2 scenes out of his reel just to make it 500% stronger. Jack, your reel's so much better, mate, with less footage on it. And yeah, I mean, it's just without a doubt. It's just it's sometimes less is just more. It's great, mate. I'm really happy with it now. Not that it was my reel and it's only my business, but I just think it's much better. Canva. Here you go. So if you go to actsonthis.tv, open the menu up in the left-hand corner there. Type into that white search box Canva, Canva, Sorry for those listening on the audio experience, but on the website, when you click the menu, a white search will come out, a little search box. Type Canva, Canva, and this article here, third across, says how to create amazing thumbnail images for your showreel. And you go on here, and I've created a video on here showing you exactly how to create thumbnails, literally like a tutorial, showing you how you can create amazing thumbnails for your YouTube videos or your showreel on Canva for free. I've even got a PDF document there that you can download, and this should take you through it as well. Let's have a look if I download this document. How to create? Look at that. So that's an old style document, isn't it? That's my old style design with Bulletproof Actor on it. How to create amazing thumbnail images for your showreel, and I go through. Look at that. Talk you through. God, that was one for my showreel back in 2017. I was just mucking around for 5 minutes though, in Canva. It's not bad. I mean, I'd make that better. I did that live actually on the broadcast, so it literally took me about 2 minutes. But it's just so much better, than the thumbnails that YouTube will give you by default, where it captures you and pauses you when your face is all screwed up, or worse, if it's your showreel, the thumbnail's a picture of someone else. That's one of the worst things you can do on YouTube or Vimeo, when it takes the still and you don't change it, and it just takes a random one and it's not even of you. There's another one that we just mucked around with. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. There's another one. But yeah, Canva's good. Sharon, if that's what you use, stick with that if you can use it. But Fiverr's always an option if not. So there's that humans thing on the front page there. Again, get your premium membership. Join me on Thursday night with Victor Jenkins. Total legend. Right, let's have a look. What time is it? So we've got time for one or two more questions. Let's see what we've got here. What's happening? Any other comments? Apologies, I feel like I'm kind of neglecting Twitter and Periscope a little bit here. I've got so many people on Facebook tonight. Wendy says, at my age, I'd have to pay them. What for? He's talking about stripping with Steve, Wendy. Bloody hell. Honestly, let's keep it classy, people. This is oh my God. Bobby's even talking right now. The sad thing is, I've legit considered stripping on the side. Freaking hell. Honestly, desperate times, desperate measures, actors. Honestly, there are definitely better ways to earn your money than stripping on the side, Bobby, as an actor. Just flip stuff. Go and buy stuff. Look at episode 33 of my vlog, youtube.com/watchross. And go and look at episode 33, and I teach you how to go into pound shops, buy stuff for £1, and sell it on eBay for up to £6-7. You can make a lot of money very, very quickly. Definitely. Sharon says you could use Fiverr to offer to help other actors with rehearsing lines or reading in lines for their self-tape. You definitely could. That's not a bad idea. And then everything else is about stripping, by the looks of things, which is interesting. Look at the conversations you're starting, Steve. So that's that. What I want to do, think of some more questions. I just want to play you 60 seconds of my vlog that came out this morning talking about the vlog. This week, I had some really good guests on it this week. I had 3 people on this week on the vlog. It's a vlog that I put out every Monday, behind the scenes of my acting career, voiceover career, online business and life. And I had Matt Hall, professional actor, and he plays Mark Owen in the world's #1 Take That tribute act. I had him on the vlog. I then had Jack Bell on the vlog, who's here right now. I had a chat to him about acting and moving his career on to the next level. And then Chris Stone Films himself, like I say, the UK premier showreel producer, he was on. Here's 60 seconds of it. If you want to go and watch the full episode after this, it's youtube.com/watchross. And I'll tell you why going to watch this episode could mean you get £150 cash after this trailer. If you're starting the day being bitter about another actor who's got an opportunity, you're just fucking your whole life up. Welcome everybody to episode 37 of Watch Ross, the one where I am applying sunscreen, because in 36 I got burnt like a bastard. Here he is, in his shorts. How are you doing, mate?
Hi, G.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Have you got a drink?
Yeah, I'm not getting you one.
That's the beautiful thing about this industry, is you just don't know when the phone's going to ring and when that job, and I've seen it happen so many times, when that job's going to come in that absolutely turns your life upside down.
And then I found myself in the world's #1 Take That tribute band.
What are actors doing in the industry to rule the world right now?
Well,
And I think if you really do want to do anything, there's nothing stopping you. There might be obstacles, there might be challenges, but go out there, face them, and you're going to come out stronger. And if you fail, you fail. So what?
wise words from Mr. Matt Hall at the end there. Yeah, honestly, it's funny. So the whole kind of theme for this vlog is ruling the world. It's a pun on the Take That song, Rule the World, obviously. Or Beyonce, who runs... Oh, it's Runs the World, isn't it? Girls, not Rules the World. But yeah, go watch the vlog. If you watch the vlog, if you subscribe on YouTube, it's youtube.com/watch Ross. And leave a comment on each episode. Well, every comment you leave on an episode, one per episode, acts as a entry into a prize draw. I'm doing it at the end of July in like 20 days or so. I'm going to do a prize draw. I'm going to draw one subscriber at random, and I'm just going to give you 150 quid. On the slide here, you can see I've got a slide up for the audio experience people here, and it says, I want to pay your 2018 Spotlight subscription. 150 quid would do that. If you're an actor and you've already paid for your Spotlight subscription, or you haven't paid for it yet, 150 quid would cover the cost of that. But regardless, I'm just going to give you 150 quid, basically. Do with it what you want. If you want to go on holiday with it and spend it on sangria, then you can. If you want to spend it on something acting career related, then you can. It's entirely up to you. But yeah, that's youtube.com/watch Ross. Go check it out. Brand new episode every single week. Tomorrow I've got on the vlog, filming it tomorrow, it'll be out next Monday. I've got Isabel Steele from Emmerdale on the vlog. She just won the award at the Soap Awards for the Best Young Actor. I think Lucy is on here as well. Lee said you might be around Media City tomorrow. I think you said you might come on for a chat. We talk about the short film you did recently and stuff, which is interesting. And having an acting career with kids, because it's difficult. Mums with kids, having an acting career, I imagine that's quite a lot to juggle. I struggle juggling my life, got no kids. Kev's here. Kev, my main man. Kevin did Bulletproof Actor, the program that I run a couple of times a year for actors to sort their mindset out. Thank you, Dawn. Dawn's here as well. He's on Facebook. Hi, Ross. Since our masterclass, so that's Bulletproof Actor, I've been on a roll. So what have you been doing here, Kevin? He's been doing Terrorism by the Probowski brothers, and now Macbeth with no less than our main man Bobby, who's on as well. Thank you for helping me turn a corner internally. Never felt better. Kevin, it's music to my freaking ears, man. This is what I love about running that program. Bulletproof Actor, for those who don't know about it, bulletproofactor.com. I launched a program. I've been obsessed with positive psychology and real science-backed positive psychology for the last decade. I've implemented it into every area of my life and completely transformed my life from what it was 11 years ago, working for minimum wage in a shop, hating my life and running away from it, having no acting career or anything. And I put a program together a couple of years ago called Bulletproof Actor, Unstoppable Confidence, Infinite Success, which is a 5-week course, 33 videos, 5 live calls with me that are 5 hours long. Sometimes when we have a group call. And ultimately, yeah, we rewrite people's life story. We get through the mental blocks that are fucking people up, that are holding people back from actually being the best versions of themselves. And it's often things that have happened, well, always, it's the only thing it can be, are previous experiences that have screwed people up. Bad experiences in life and in career, out of career, if you're an actor, that have really screwed people up, caused limiting beliefs, caused them not to believe in themselves, to feel worthless, to feel shit, to feel not good enough, to not have confidence ultimately to go and achieve what they really want. And both Bobby's done it, Kev's done it, loads of people in here have done it, Dawn's done it, like practically everyone in here has done it. We have an amazing time. I'm going to be doing that program again. I only have time to launch it like twice a year max. I'll probably launch it towards the end of this year when I've got some time, because I give it my all, literally, like, I give so much to that program. Like, it's some of the best weeks of my life, but God, it's intense. Go to bulletproofactor.com and you get on the waiting list. There's no no obligation to go through the program. You can get on the waiting list for that, and would love to work with you. If you're like, you know what, I don't feel unstoppable, then we can help you with that. Like, we can sort a paradigm shift out in your head that's really going to help you, go after what you want in life, because ultimately, you're going to die. Don't want anybody to go to their grave, like, with fuel left in the tank. It's just bad. It happens every single day for about 151,000 people who pass away every day. Get that figure in your head. 151,000 people a day who are here right now won't be here tomorrow. They will not wake up tomorrow. And if you're telling yourself you're a loser, you never win anything, oh, nothing ever goes well for me or whatever, the fact that you're going to wake up tomorrow morning, because let's expect that everyone on this call does, those on the audio experience and watching on the replay, let's hope that you do, let's expect you to. There's 151,000 people who won't. That's the thing, right? Your DNA is incredibly unique. It's never existed before. It will never exist again. are you using it to its full potential? Are you really going to bed every night going, you know what, looking in the mirror going, I gave it my all today? Or are you frustrated that you backed away, you didn't do that thing, you didn't send that email, go for that thing, ask that girl, boy out, whatever it is for you? Are you like constantly struggling to feel motivated, to feel inspired? Because you ain't coming back. A lot of people are walking around like they are coming back, but like regret is poison, man, and we don't want anybody to take that with them. So Kev, it's amazing to see you here, buddy. It's really, really good. Who else is here? Need to catch up on the vlog, says Sharon. You do, Sharon. Get yourself on that. Andrew Connor's here. Andrew's an incredible. Andrew and Steve, what's your rebound? It's called, isn't it? Gary says he's done Bulletproof Actor twice as well. You have, Gary. You're a freaking legend. Will you post a link, Steve and Andrew? So Andrew, Connor, and Steve. Let's end on supporting some other actors here, right? Have created a comedy short series, web series called Rebound. And normally, I mean, I'll be completely honest, right? Steve and Andrew started off posting these videos that, I'll give them their due, were freaking funny, right? But they were filmed on a phone. And boys, obviously the quality of phone stuff, definitely let's not wait till you've got great equipment, but the quality on phone stuff is like, it's only to a certain level, isn't it? And in most cases it's pretty shit. And I was like, these boys are really, really funny, but I don't think like this is doing them justice, because the production quality shot on a phone or whatever it was shot on initially just is like, it's pretty shit. I really hope they actually like take the production up a bit. They believe in themselves enough to go for it. And you've started doing this now, and I think 2 episodes have come out. And it's not, I wasn't expecting great things from you boys, but it's freaking funny. It's really, really good. So if you're watching live now, Steve or Andy, post a link to it in the comments here. And people go and watch it when you've got a sec. Just like save it or mark it. Oh yeah, Franny's in it as well, of course, yeah. Lee says Franny Trellermain. I can't remember her surname. But it's good. Honestly, it's good. It's funny. You're all very funny. Keep up with that. I don't know, like, whether you're doing loads more episodes or something like that, but that's really, really a great example of taking the bull by the horns and actually going out and doing it yourself. I think everybody should take some inspiration from that and go, you know what, like, I'm going to start creating my own stuff and putting it online. And if people don't like it, you know what, screw them. I'm not bothered. I'm just going to do it. That's another thing about not holding back, right? The minute you start caring about what other people are going to think of you, the minute you've already lost the game before you've started. And it's not about not wanting people to like your work and and that, of course you do. So it's like pulling from both directions. Equally, you want people to like you, but you don't give a shit if they don't. That's where you want to be, because you know you're doing your best. You're putting out the best version of you. You're putting out your best content. You're trying. You know what? It takes a lot to throw your hat into the arena. 99% of people, this is what I always say to people, 99% of people just like would rather stand on the side and like say and watch people fail. Like I said this before, I don't know if I mentioned it on the vlog, but I had a conversation with someone the other day, and I noticed in the paper that Cheryl Cole and Liam Payne have broke up, and I was like, you know what, God, how many people will be cheering that today, going, ha ha, look, they're the golden couple, both beautiful people, like great looking people, lived in a £5 million house, great jobs, etc. Oh, there you go. See, money doesn't do it for you. Success doesn't do it for you. They still split up. And the only reason they're doing that is to make themselves feel better about their own shitty, bitter lives, right? And it's what people do in the acting industry as well. Like, they'll rather stand on the sideline and hope people fail, because then they can say, see, I knew that wouldn't work. That's why I didn't do it. I didn't do it because I told you it wouldn't work. Oh, yeah, there you go. No, you didn't do it because you can't be arsed, because you're lazy and you're useless and you've got losing DNA. So create shit, man. Just create stuff. Put it out there. And don't worry about those people on the sideline. They ain't throwing their hats into the arena. You are. And Andrew and Steve, like, congrats for what you're doing, because it's good. It says, finished filming it today, episode 3. It's out at the end of the month. I look forward to it, man. Saffron, good evening as well. Great to see you here. That's fantastic. And Sharon says, yeah, just do it. Collaborate with others if you're skint too. It doesn't need to cost a fortune to create a short. No, it doesn't. Really, really doesn't. And and these boys started off, like I said, on a phone. You could see from the quality of the performance, it was going to be funny. The production values weren't great, but you know what? At least they started off and they went, you know what? We're going to do it, and we'll use this as a test. That's a proof of concept. Now we're going to do it properly. And yeah, it's good. So congrats, boys. That's like, I look forward to seeing a bit more of that. as and when. So that brings us to a close tonight. We've done an hour and 1 minute to be precise. Listen, thank you so much for spending this time, mate. I just hope it kind of inspires you a little bit, G's you up to get some shit done this week. It's only Monday. You've got 4 days left to make shit happen. Please go and watch the vlog. Once again, youtube.com/watch Ross. Subscribe. And I will be drawing one person at random at the end of this month to win that £150 cash. All I need from you if I pull you out of the draw is your email address for PayPal, and I'll literally send it instantly. So far, Sandra Rock won the first month, did it. Ruth Curtis won the last time I did it. These are legit people. You'll find them in the Facebook group. This is not some sort of clickbait. I genuinely have £150 to give to you to say thank you very much for supporting my vlog and for watching it. So go and do that. Check that out. Hit me up if I can help you with anything, and join me Thursday night. Who's going to join me on Thursday night for this live broadcast with Victor Jenkins, the cast and director of Humans, Broadchurch, Unforgotten, Grantchester? Massive stuff. If you really want to expedite your career but you don't know how, you're like, I feel stuck. Lindsay, for you, I saw you upgraded to premium membership today because you're going to be there on Thursday. It's a perfect opportunity, when you're like, you feel you've got a block. And you're like, I just could do with someone else, a professional opinion from someone at the top of the game, to give me a bit of a insight, something to kind of work on. So once again, actonthis.tv, go to the homepage. I'll share my screen with you now. Click on the Humans poster at the top there, and then this will tell you all about the event. If you want to join us and get a premium membership, if you've got a free one, just log in. You can upgrade from the members area. If you've not got a membership at all, click on that purple banner there. It says click here to go live, to go premium, and join us live. And then just pay for your membership. It's 10 quid a month or 90 quid for the year. It's dirt cheap. Literally, you will spend more than that this month on coffee. I know you will. Or you'll spend it on something else that's shit and is not going to help you in your career, and you're going to still be moaning next month that nothing's going your way. Just invest in yourself a little bit. Trust me, there is nothing better to invest in than you. And ultimately, your personal development, your career. So thank you for being here. Love you all. Really appreciate it. I'll get what are the closing comments here. We'll be there at 7 p.m, says Lee. Steve Connolly's going to be there as well. Ine's going to be at Sarah Lung's workshop on Thursday, so we'll watch the interview with Victor on replay. Well, that's not a problem, Ine. As long as you've got a premium membership, everybody, you can watch on the replay as well, because it all gets recorded. And good luck at the workshop. David, thank you very much for being here, my man. Have I covered everybody? Bobby's saying he did his short film on a no budget. You did, Bobby. Great job on that as well. Inspirational as ever, says David. Appreciate you, David. Thank you. Wendy, thumbs up. Everybody's happy. Really appreciate you guys. And let me know if as always, if I can help you with anything. You can reach out to me on Twitter. It's at Ross A. Grants. You can also reach out on... I spend a lot of time on Instagram at the moment. Instagram, again, is Ross A. Grants. The site's Twitter, Instagram is Act on This TV. Literally everywhere on all social media platforms, it's always Act on This TV and at Ross A. Grants. So hit us up on any of those platforms if I can help you. Direct message me on Instagram if you want to be on the vlog. I'm doing that now. People want to come on the vlog and have a little chat and be on the vlog. Direct message me on Instagram if I can fit you in. I can do. You'll have to come to Media City in Manchester and you'll have to buy a coffee. But if you want to do that, then I'm happy to sit with you, have a chat, help you out, and have you on the vlog and give you some promotion for whatever you're doing, whether you're in a play or a show or anything like that. Will be a good laugh. So thank you. Apologies if I missed any questions. There's been a lot of people in here tonight, but really do appreciate you, and I'll catch you with you very soon. I'll finish on another 60-second clip of my vlog. Well, the same 60-second clip I played before, but if someone's jumped on here now, hasn't seen it, here's what you're missing. youtube.com/Watch Ross. Till next time, bye for now. If you're starting the day being bitter about another actor who's got an opportunity, you're just fucking your whole life up. Welcome everybody to episode 37 of Watch Ross, the one where I am applying sunscreen, because in 36 I got burnt like a bastard. Here he is, in his shorts. How are you doing, mate?
Hi, G.
Good to see you.
Have
you got a drink?
Yeah, I'm not getting you one.
That's the beautiful thing about this industry, is you just don't know when the phone's going to ring and when that job, and I've seen it happen so many times, when that job's going to come in that absolutely turns your life upside down.
And then I found myself in the world's #1 Take That tribute band.
What are actors doing in the industry to rule the world right now? Well,
and I think if you really do want to do anything, there's nothing stopping you. There might be obstacles, there might be challenges, but go out there, face them, and you're going to come out stronger. And if you fail, you fail. So what?